It's not a Thanksgiving table at my house without creamy, crunchy green bean casserole. And today I'm showing you 3 different versions. I'll start with the classic version, followed by the fastest and easiest way to make it, and then a showstopper that'll knock your socks off. You're not gonna wanna miss this. This classic recipe from Food & Wine has less than 10 ingredients. It only requires 15 minutes in the oven. You're not gonna get any mushy green beans here or cream of anything in a can. It starts by slicing some shallots. Shallots are very easy to find in the grocery store, and they offer a lot more complexity to a dish than regular onions do. We've got 2 tablespoons of butter melted over medium-high heat. And to that, we'll add our 4 sliced shallots. Essentially what we're making here is our own version of cream of flavor. This is what's gonna help bring everything together in the casserole. This process is gonna take about 8 minutes, and while that's happening, we'll get our green beans going. We're gonna par cook them in some boiling water. I'm gonna salt the water and add about 1.5 pounds of fresh green beans. We'll cook these green beans until they're just tender, about 4 minutes, and then we'll drain them. That light color lets me know I've got about 30 seconds left. Our shallots are tender and golden brown, perfectly caramelized. I'm gonna sprinkle on a couple tablespoons of flour and let that cook for about a minute. Now I'm gonna whisk in 2 cups of milk until it's nice and smooth. We'll bring this up to a simmer and then let it go about 5 minutes. Our sauce is so velvety, smooth, and creamy. It's perfect. Now I'm gonna season it up with a little nutmeg, salt, and pepper. It's as easy as that. At this point, we're just gonna toss our green beans in and throw it in our casserole dish. We've got that delicious, creamy onion flavor going on from the shallots, so all we need is that crunchy topping from the breadcrumbs. 400 degrees, 15 minutes, and all that's gonna happen. Y'all, what's not to love about this? You can just look at this and tell that the green beans are fresh and full of flavor. That crunchy topping has me wanting to dig in right now. So many perfect bites going on right here. Creamy and crunchy all at the same time. Yes, please. The flavors are fresh and simple. I'm telling you, you can never go wrong with a classic. Now for a quick and easy recipe. Allrecipes has us covered with the way my mom used to make it. I'm breaking out all the convenience, and this whole dish comes together in literal seconds. Another thing I love about this recipe, it uses the slow cooker, so no need to take up oven space, and you can focus on other things. We're starting with 2 bags of frozen green beans. I love the texture of these, way more than what comes out of a can. Next, I've got 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. An ingredient my mom did not use, but I think takes this up a notch, is a little bit of grated Parmesan. Season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper and stir in some milk. And then my favorite ingredient in all of green bean casserole land are the fried onions. Half are stirred in and the other half is for the topping. Just gonna give this a good stir, cover it, and cook it on low for about 5 to 6 hours. This looks so good. This is what Mama used to make. Now you can top it with your crispy onions now and serve it straight from the crock pot. Or if you want to be a little fancier and make people think you went the extra mile, you can put it in a little bit of a fancier dish. The word that comes to mind when I describe this easy recipe is comfort. It just takes me back to my childhood. But we're not done yet. I've got a showstopper recipe from Better Homes and Gardens that you are going to love. This is the green bean casserole you make if you are trying to impress. It requires a little more effort, but man, is it worth it. It's got hearty flavors from a variety of mushrooms, pancetta, and a little secret ingredient coming up later. I'm gonna start by cooking our green beans. I'm using a haricot vert here. These are a little more tender, younger than a regular green bean. You can use a regular green bean here. Just try to find ones that are smaller in size. I've got some water boiling. I'm gonna salt it and then add in my green beans. These will go for about 3 minutes until they're crisp tender, and then we're gonna shock them in some ice water to stop the cooking and to set that beautiful green color. Green beans are ready to go. I'm gonna drain these and move on. In the same skillet we cooked our green beans in, we're going to render some pancetta. Get this going over medium heat. Once our pancetta is good and crisp, we're gonna remove it to a plate lined with some paper towels, and we'll get our mushrooms in. We're gonna use the flavorful drippings that are still left in the skillet, add a little oil to help saute our mushrooms. I've got a blend of shiitake mushrooms and cremini mushrooms, also known as baby portobellos. going in. This looks like a ton of mushrooms, but it's gonna add such great elevated flavor to our dish, and they're gonna cook down a lot. Add some garlic and dried thyme. Once our mushrooms have cooked down, they've absorbed all that great garlicky thyme flavor, we're gonna stir in our pancetta and season with salt and pepper. Stir this mushroom mixture into our drained green beans. Gently toss to combine. Next, we're gonna make a white sauce to bring this all together, starting with a couple tablespoons of butter and flour. We'll cook that flour down for about a minute to get that starchy taste out, and then stir in our half and half. We've got this all thick and creamy, and now for that little secret ingredient I was telling you about. This is the herb cheese that you can find in your gourmet cheese section in your grocery store. We're gonna whisk this in with a little salt and pepper. And since this is our showstopper, I'm gonna finish this sauce off with a little wine. Toss the green bean mixture with the sauce and put it in a casserole dish. This is what I am talking about. I'm gonna get this in the oven at 375 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. And no, I have not forgotten about the crispy topping. We're making our own crispy topping by frying up some shallots. You only need a couple ingredients here. We're gonna thinly slice our shallot and get it soaking in some milk. Of course, you can use the crispy onions that come in a can, but this is our showstopper. I'm going all the way. It's as simple as taking our soaked shallots, dredging them in flour, and then popping them in the oil. These literally take just a couple minutes, and they are worth it. Once they've fried up, just sprinkle them with salt when they come out. You might want to make an extra batch of these. You can use them for salads, to top chicken, sandwiches. You're going to want to keep these on hand. And don't eat them all before they go in your casserole. This is looking so good, and it's almost time to eat. We're going to sprinkle on our crispy onions and let it go for about 5 more minutes. This is a definite showstopper. If you've got one dish to bring to the party and you want to impress everybody, this is it. Some people might think it's the turkey or the dressing. Not today. It's the green bean casserole. I'm excited for this perfect bite. It's all about that sauce. For more Thanksgiving recipes catered to your needs, be sure you're subscribed to Allrecipes and be on the lookout for more sideshow episodes coming next week.